Hi, Patrick here. Have Cheetah Will View. Welcome to 2022. It's our first review of the brand new year. Um, I know a lot of people are wondering, wow, what's going to be the first film that we review of 2022? Because, quite honestly, having a human and a cheetah review a film is, you don't see that very often. So, we were looking at things. We were thinking, well, should we watch SpongeBob? We could review SpongeBob. We could review Cruella. Yeah, Cruella. We could review the brand new Justice League by Zack Snyder. We could even surprise people by even reviewing a couple of new movies that we got from the library. We got a couple of new IFC films. We got Last Call we could review. 6 to Midnight. We decided to go with something different. We decided to go with a Christmas present from our good friend Josh Hobbs, otherwise known as Hobbs Horror. And Hobbs sent me a film. He knew that I was looking for it, and so he sent it to me for Christmas. He sent me the Ashcroft Entity. Now, what makes this movie so special? Well, it's because our good friend Kelly Goudie is in it. She is the leading lady. So, this has a little bit of a history to it. This is called the Ashcroft Entity, and this is released by Wild Eye Releasing late last year. But this is actually an older film. This was filmed and released in 2015 under the title Unholy. Wild Eye acquired the film, made a couple of touches up on it, renamed it, put a picture of a blonde girl on here that's not in the movie. This right here, not in the movie. This, if you're looking for this, not in the movie. just laying it as it is. But it helps set the table. I mean, we do see a girl in the movie. It's just not this one. Anyway, this was released in 2015. This is Ashcroft Entity, or Unholy. Was written and directed by Anthony M. Winson. Now, like I said, there's a little history here for me anyway, because I watched and reviewed the Baylock Residence, and that was our introduction to Kelly Goudie and Anthony Winson. And I reviewed the film, and I thought the acting performances were outstanding. I didn't think the movie was. I thought the movie had a lot of holes in it. I thought Anthony put the wrong ending. He shot an alternative ending for his film, which was a much better ending. But he didn't use it. So I was a little leery. I reviewed it, and I gave praise to the actresses because they kicked ass. So when I got this, and I knew Anthony had done this film, I was a little leery, especially when I turned it on and I saw there was an alternative ending on there. And I got a little nervous because I'm going, okay, here we go again. Are we going to have the same thing happen to before? Are we going to get into this movie and find out that he made a better ending for it? But I'm a little ahead of myself, so let's talk about the film itself, the plot. The year is 1975 in the UK, and a young couple, Peter and Margaret Eastwood, are looking for a brand new house. They're newlyweds, they're looking for a house. They're on a budget, so they have to be smart on what they choose. A realtor has taken them all over the area and has saved the best house for last. And it's a really cute house, and they walk in, and Margaret, who's played by Kelly Goudie, loves the house. And she's talking to Peter, her husband, played by Simon Cuddington. I can't pronounce this. I'm sorry, Simon. Just forgive me. So they buy this house. The realtor is like, "How much is the house?" Now, to me, when I heard the price, that would be a sign for me to run. But I guess back then it was a little different because the realtor quotes a price of $8,000 for a house. Now, I know prices were really lower in the 70s compared to the 2000s or 2020. But still, $8,000 seems really low for a house. And I guess that should have been like the first warning bell. Like, okay, what's wrong with this house? Why are you giving it away? Well, anyway, they love the house, so they move in. They meet their neighbors. They have neighbors, Christine and her daughter Abigail. They initially come over and say hi, and then and all of a sudden they get creeped out by the house. They basically run. They come over, they say hi, they look at the house, and like, did they tell you anything about the house? Okay, we're out of here. So after they move in, pretty soon they start experiencing phenomenon. They think they hear someone breaking inside the house. Peter investigates. Of course, there's nothing. Um, he leaves for a business trip, and Margaret starts hearing noises too. And then she also finds out that the neighbor girl, Abigail, feels rather comfortable coming inside the house without knocking. As Margaret comes in the kitchen and sees Abigail in the house. And Abigail says, well, you called me. And of course, Margaret said, did no such thing. And so, it makes Margaret a little leery that she felt so comfortable she could just walk in the house. So different things start spiraling up. More phenomena happens. Doors move, noises, pipes creaking. There's a really bad smell. In fact, Peter, when he leaves for a trip, he comments to Margaret to have the pipes, have a plumber come out and look at the pipes because the smell is getting really bad. So he's going to go on a business trip. So he goes, and so Margaret's still in the house, and she's experiencing more and more eerie things, and it's really starting to creep her out pretty heavy. And when she comes back out from an outing, she notices in her kitchen all the doors and drawers and the cabinets are all opened up. So she thinks that Abigail did that out of spite. So she goes over and talks to Christine, the mother, and Christine says that's not her. She's been with me all night. And so they sort of have a little bit of a clash. And then Margaret goes back to the house, and lo and behold, it's not Abigail. It's some entities, and starting to be making itself known more. We start to see shadows and shapes, and we find out that it's just not one entity; it's many. There's many entities there. The house is basically haunted. One of the former owners comes by. I used to live here. This lady named Norma says I used to live here, but when Margaret invites him in, she gets terrified. Margaret and her friend are both there overnight. They hear some noises. The police come and help them out. It's things are ratcheting up. So they're starting to show cracks in the newlyweds, because they're turning their attention on each other because like they don't really have anywhere else to go. They don't really know what to do. Peter doesn't really. He's trapped. He's absolutely frozen. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to call for help. He can't explain what he can't see, that sort of thing. And so it hurts the couple. Breaks their united front a little bit. And then they get help from a friend. There's a medium that comes over, and named Karen, and her and her boyfriend Michael come over, and they try to help the young couple to find out what's going on, because now we're starting to see dead people, including a girl, not this girl. We see a girl that has been killed in this house here. And it looks like at first she was caught in a fire. But when we see her full on, it appears that she's been shot. So now you're thinking, well, was she murdered here? Is this her spirit here? Is she upset about it? Maybe her killer got free. Whatnot. So that's the mystery builds and builds and builds. So finally they come up to the point where they're going to do a seance to control, see if they can contact whoever's in the house. Of course, they're vastly unqualified to do this, and they bring hell to themselves. And the ending is really, really intense, and and you wonder if the young couple's going to make it out of there, not only alive, but alive with their sanity. All right, so here's some pros and cons about the Ashcroft Entity or Unholy. Okay, the pros: acting was good, acting was excellent. I thought everybody did a really nice job here. Karn Truscott, who played Michael, was really good. He had a lot of energy as Michael, the one who wants to help them out. He's a burgeoning paranormal explorer, investigator, which would have fit, because if I'm not mistaken, I think the Enfield possession was about the same time this movie set in. The movie that Conjuring 2 was based on was about in the mid-70s too. So I think the fact that there was paranormal investigators back in the mid-70s, it does ring true. Katie Richmond Ward plays Karen, the medium. She's just way out of her depth. And despite Michael's warnings, her actions and her rash actions really changed the dynamic of the movie. She wants to help, but she's not qualified at all. I thought the effects were really good. They were for a low budget film. I thought they were effective. You saw the entities. There wasn't a very many jump scares. I mean, if you were jumping, there's a reason why. So that I really appreciated that. I thought the clothes. Okay, now this makes me seem funny, but I thought the clothes once again. Same thing with the Baylock Residence. I have to give Anthony Winston right here. I have to give him credit for this. The period clothing and the set design is outstanding. It looks straight from the 70s, including the cassette player, the phone, the clothes. Like I said, the clothes were just straight 70s. There's a referral when Margaret is out at a pub and she's talking with her friend, and they're going to go to the movies the next day. They're going to go see Race with the Devil. I was so happy to hear that. I thought that is outstanding. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was a lot of fun that they named a real movie, a cult classic on top of that, as the movie they're going to go see during the period. So yeah, there's a lot to like here as far as that goes. Some of the pros, some of the cons, were some of the dialogue was really weak. Okay, it was not strong. You basically have Peter leaving for a business trip, saying that he's going to be gone for a few days, and then that night noises are going on in the house, and Margaret's going around, Peter. Yeah, sorry, that's just ridiculous. It's just like he's gone. He's on a business trip. He's not coming back. So why is she calling for her husband? It's this. I know it seems like a real small thing, but it's like one of those things where it's like it's drives you bonkers. It's like, come on, you could write better. You could write a little bit better than that. So yeah, that makes you more. It does. It makes you laugh, and it throws you out of the movie a little bit. So there's a couple of times where she does that. He's gone. He's not around, and she's calling out for him. So I was like, okay. The other thing that really got me too was the lack of a backstory. And we don't know. We never really do find out why this house is haunted. All we know is we hear that there's many entities in there. The house is haunted. There was a girl that died, but that's all we ever find out. We never find out why the Eastwoods are targeted for death, whereas everybody else that's been in the house has been able to get away from the house. And so we didn't find that out either. Now, the big question is, was Anthony Winston's alternative ending, better than the one he showed in the movie? The answer is no. He picked the right ending for this movie. The right ending. The right ending was really good. A little drawn out, but really good. I really enjoyed it. I watched the alternative ending. I was so glad he did not put that in there. That ending was terrible. So luckily for us that he redeemed himself. All right. So all in all, I really did think that top to bottom, I thought Unholy was a much better movie than the Baylock Residence because there was better writing. Um, the writing was a little bit stronger. Much stronger, and he put in the right ending. He was blessed. This movie was blessed with strong acting from top to bottom. Like I said, the effects were where they were for the budget. Effective. No cheap jump scares. What you see is what you get. Um, like I said, the clothes, the settings, perfect, just perfect. The attention to detail is most impressive. All right, so the Unholy has a runtime of about 91 minutes. I would definitely say this movie's rated. Actually, I would say rated PG. You could probably go PG-13, but for the girl with the eye. But overall, I thought this was more of a PG film. There was nothing really scary about it. It wasn't like terrifying at all. It was a good movie, but it was not. It's a slow burn, and there's not a lot of scare moments here. Once you see the first girl, that's about as high as you're gonna get. I really enjoyed this. So special features on this include a trailer and the alternative ending and some deleted scenes. Otherwise, that's it. Hope that you like it. I know I spent 16 minutes doing this one, 17 minutes, so I hope you enjoyed it. All right, that's it for us. We'll be back with another review shortly. I'm going to put this underneath my Dollar Tree Theater banner because Hobbs got this. I believe Hobbs got this at the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that. But that's where I'm going to put it. Dollar Tree is a ongoing series of films where we are, scratch that. I'm going to put it up now. Yeah, I'm going to put it up now. All right, forget that. Scratch that. Let's turn it around. All right, we're out of here. Peace.